right after the ICC World Cup that took place in India and it ended pretty badly for the Pakistan cricket team, there was a bit of a sea change as far as their captaincy was concerned. Babar Azam, who was of course the captain across all formats, ended up relinquishing his captaincy, although many felt that that was simply a case of him resigning before being asked to quit, or rather than being forced out of the board and there being a major struggle. However, with things changing in Pakistan cricket as often as they do, given the fact that they've never really had any sort of a stable regime take, let's say, control for too long, there was always a chance that maybe, just maybe, there could have been some sort of a captaincy comeback for Babar if things aligned in his favor. And it does seem like the new regime, the new dispensation is keen to bring back Babar Azam. But why exactly is that the case? And how does Babar himself feel about this entire matter? Well, that's what we'll go over in this video. But first, let's get to the original point, which is talking about the fact that the PCB are now keen to bring Babar Azam back as the all-format captain. The reason for this, as things stand, is because the two captains that they had appointed, Shan Masood for red ball cricket and Shaheen Shah Afridi for T20 cricket, remember there was no ODI captain officially named, have so far not lived up to the kind of billing that was expected from them. And of course, there's the fact that, as I mentioned, the change in the PCB hierarchy helped him out a lot, because what tends to happen more often than not is that when the regime changes, the president and whoever he brings in will want to bring in players or bring in people in positions of power who are more, let's say, in favor of them. And the fact of the matter is that Babar is someone who more often than not is seen as a pretty likable chap, a superstar in Pakistan cricket, and many will feel that perhaps he could have been given another shot at redeeming himself. After all, this is the same Babar Azam who led Pakistan to the T20 World Cup final just a year before the ODI World Cup. So it's not like he became a useless captain overnight. So it does seem like, at the very least, the PCB is keen to get Babar back and do away with Shan Masood and Shaheen Shah Afridi. But how does Babar feel about this? Well, we haven't heard anything officially from the man yet, because again, as these things are, it's very secret, hush, and everything is more often than not source based. But what we have heard from a source that is close to the PCB is that Babar, as of now, is a little bit uncertain. In fact, the exact line that we know is that feelers have been sent out to Babar Azam and he has shown some reservations. He wants assurances from the board chairman. Now, the reason for this happening is, of course, the fact that Babar has previously fallen foul of the PCB's internal politics, which is why he ended up, let's say, asking for these assurances. Don't forget, even before the World Cup ended for Pakistan, the writing seemed on the wall for Babar, because there was so much chaos and so much chatter back home about the captain and the coach being given a free hand to select the team. So any results being good or bad right now is entirely on them. The Babar was thrown under the bus, the coach was thrown under the bus. All of those politics preceded Babar finally relinquishing the captaincy of the Pakistan cricket team. So it's understandable why it is that he has reservations and, more importantly, has asked for certain assurances from the board chairman. Now, whether or not those assurances are given, or whether or not the board chairman says that no, I think that's a bit too much, what we do know is that there is a keenness, at least from the board side, to bring back Babar Azam. Would it be a good move? Well, personally, I feel you shouldn't really go back like that, because again, unless there was some sort of a major miscarriage of justice, it makes no sense going back. And don't forget that Babar, there were clear and obvious problems with his captaincy, and it did seem to sometimes bog down his batting as well. So maybe Pakistan would be better suited to getting the best out of Babar Azam, the batter, instead of hoping that he can continue to captain the side and also then be their star batter. That's just my opinion, though. It seems the PCB are keen on bringing him back. But what are your thoughts on the entire matter? You can let us know that in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and tap that bell icon as well. Also follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Don't forget to download the AajTak app, and if you're already on the channel, go ahead, check out some other videos we've posted as well. For now, from my side though, it is goodbye.